If you have been looking for the surest way to come to Canada in 2026, I have a good news for you. Let me be very direct with you. As we speak right now, thousands of Nigerians, Africans, Indians, even Filipinos are currently stuck in their Canada immigration processes. This is not because Canada is closed. This is because they are following a strategy that is no longer working or that has stopped working. People are writing IELTS again and again, applying for PR with 480, 490, even 500 scores, spending money on student route or study route and still get nothing. Meanwhile, someone with a lower CRS score, a lesser stress and a completely different strategy is getting invited. You get why. So the question is not how do I move to Canada? The real question is what is the surest pathway to Canada in 2026? Because if you get things wrong these days, you will not only waste your money, you can even waste years. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what changed, why most people are stuck, and that's one strategy that is quietly working right now. I want you to understand something. Canada in 2026 is not the same Canada that people entered in 2018, 2019, or even 2022 when I migrated. The game has changed, and I keep saying this. First, Canada is no longer doing mass immigration. They have moved to what we call selective immigration, which means they are not asking who wants to come to Canada. They are asking who do we actually need. Second, there is a backlog crisis. I heard there are over 500,000 PR applications currently sitting in their system. So even if you apply today, you are entering a very long queue. Third, the competition is brutal. General CRS scores is somewhere around 500 plus now, consistently. So if your plan is to write IELTS, create a profile, submit your application and wait, you are competing with Canadian experienced candidates, CEC, people with master's degrees, people with job offers, people with multiple credentials. That strategy is no longer reliable. Let me tell you one biggest lie that people are still believing in. If I enter the pool today, my time will surely come. True. That's correct. But that was also in the past, because currently people will enter the pool and be there 6 months, 1 year, sometimes 2 years and nothing happens. Then frustration will come. They will start saying, maybe I should study, maybe I should switch agents, maybe Canada is not for me. Meanwhile, the system is still working exactly as it was designed, because Canada is no longer rewarding patience. They are rewarding positioning, and if you are not properly positioned, time will not save you. Now, let's talk about the part that most people are ignoring, which is golden these days. The French program, the cheat code, that is what I call it. In 2026, Canada set immigration target of 9% for French-speaking immigrants outside of Quebec. Quebec is predominantly French-speaking, so other provinces have targets of 9% for French-speaking immigrants, and they intend to increase this to 12% by 2029. 2029 is just around the corner, just 3 years from now. Here is where it gets interesting. In French-specific draws lately, people are getting invited with CRS scores as low as 393. Yes, 393. Compare that to general scores that sits around 500 plus. That is a completely different game. In fact, over 18,000 invitations have already been issued to French-speaking candidates in 2026 alone. There was even a draw of 8,500 people at once for French. This is to show you where Canada immigration is currently heading. It means Canada is actively searching for French speakers, not managing them, not tolerating them, searching for them. See, let me tell you a story about my sister-in-law. She has been in the express entry pool for 2 years plus. Nothing happens. Last year, we advised her to consider writing French, and she took that advice. She studied for 6 months. Guess what? She maxed it 8.5. Then she came back to update her express entry profile. 2 weeks after, she got an ITA. She has submitted her application now, waiting for PR visa, permanent residency visa. So you don't need to become a professor in French. You just need NCLC level 7. B2 level, which simply means you can understand conversations, you can respond clearly, you can function in a work environment. Recommended exams for you are TEF Canada, TEF Canada, TCF Canada. Once you hit that level, boom, your profile will transform. Same person, same background, but you are now no longer competing with everybody. You are now in a smaller targeted group or pool. That is the difference. Okay, let's say you are not ready for French yet, which is quite understandable. There is a second pathway that is also a hot cake. but you have to be very strategic about it. This is category-based draws. Canada now selects candidates based on skills they need, not just their scores. These categories include healthcare, STEM or tech and engineering, trades, electricians, welders, agriculture, transport. So don't just ask what is my CRS score. You should be asking, am I in a category Canada is actively selecting? Because if you are, your chances will increase significantly, even with a lower CRS score than the general score. No doubt about it. But make sure you have a real work experience, proper documentation, consistency in your profile for you to stand a chance. And this is not where you package your application yourself. No. This is where your real career matters, your actual career matters. So if you want the most reliable strategy in 2026, this is your roadmap. Step 1, decide your track early. Choose one, either the French pathway or the category-based pathway. Step 2, build your profile around that decision. If you are going for French, start your language training immediately. Target B2 level. Plan your exam timeline. If you are going for category base, align your work experience, gather proofs, understand which category you fall into. Step 3. Avoid the wait and hope trap. Do not sit in the pool and be doing nothing and be waiting. You have to improve your position continuously by exploring different things. Step 4. Consider provincial pathways strategically. See, provinces now have more power with programs like Ontario Regional Draws, Francophone Community Pilots. In some cases, people are getting invited with extremely low threshold in these regions or regional areas. But again, you must show real intent, not just submit application and go and sit down. Caveat number 1, stop chasing old information, using 2020 strategies in 2026. Number 2, stop over-relying on agents. You can do it yourself. Some agents are still selling outdated pathways. Number 3, ignoring French, thinking it is too hard without understanding the advantage. This is the biggest mistake ever. Number 4, no clear strategy. Trying student route, PR route, job route, all at once. The truth is, Canada is still open, but not for everybody. It is open for those who understand what Canada needs and position themselves strategically. This is no longer about dreams, it is about alignment. So if you are serious about moving to Canada in 2026, ask yourself, where do I fit in the system right now? That question alone will save you time, money, and frustration. Now, let me ask you, are you going to pursue the French pathway, or do you believe your skill currently fall into the category draws? That way, I will know how to advise you properly. And if you know someone who is currently stuck, confused, or wasting time, send this video to them. Let them know that there is still a way, because in 2026, strategy is now everything. And the people who win are not the ones trying the hardest. They are the ones who are smart. I will see you in my next video.